Well, hello there, Sagittarius. It's so good to see you again. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we are doing your December Tarot love reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the Oracle cards, and then we'll move to the Tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. All right, let's get into this. Horse Spirit, freedom is yours. And loyal heart. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to go to the tarot to get more details. There's almost a sense of, of meeting, of coming into a new connection, but being able to also keep your independence. The Horse Spirit, freedom is yours. But horses are very social animals. They actually enjoy being around each other. I feel like there's this sense of, wanting. In the past, you could have been in relationships where you kind of gave too much in a situation, right? And now you're stepping into this energy of seeing relationships in a different way, of being able to keep your own independence, your autonomy, and yet still have a relationship that is solid and loving and caring. So I love this energy. Let's see what we have here. Yeah. Okay, so we have the devil on the bottom with the higher self. Understanding that the way that you may have seen relationships in the past, where you could have overly attached yourself to a certain idea about romantic relationships, was not meant for your higher self. So if something came to an end in the past, it's almost kind of like rejection is God's protection, right? It was really there in order to help you open up to what is for your highest self. Whatever types of people, romantic connections that you attracted in the past, they were not necessarily, right, good for your higher self. Now what you're seeing is that you can enter a relationship, a very caring, loving, compassionate, relationship with somebody else, and yet not overgive. Be able to stay independent in a way. It doesn't mean that you're not making decisions based on, the partnership, right? But it's also about keeping, it's kind of like, say, for instance, you started dating somebody and you really enjoy going out with your friends and, having a fun night out or something like that. And you go out every Thursday night, and then all of a sudden you start dating somebody and you give up the Thursday night with your girlfriends, or something like that. It's about, no, there are certain things that are really important to me. My friendships with other people are also important, as well as a romantic connection. Or it could be, my career is really important to me. So, understanding this isn't something I'm going to give up just to be in a relationship. So I really like this. It's kind of a sense of being in a relationship and yet still being the entity that you are, the being that you are. So let's take a look at your present energy. You have peace and Seven of Pentacles. Taking a little bit of time out. I think you are taking a little bit of time out to reassess relationships and the kind of the way that perhaps you have overgiven in relationships, understanding that when you overgave, then you lost like a part of yourself, right? And perhaps during this, if you're, single right now and you've been single for some time, really kind of trying to reconnect with, who you are, the things that you enjoy, other relationships besides just romance, putting time and energy into those things. Yeah, because look, you have the Knight of Cups, you have the Knight of Wands, and then you have the Page of Swords. Both of these knights, the Knight of Cups is kind of an interesting energy, because it can be somebody that comes in and, you know, can be overly romantic, you know, it kind of can whisk you up in the romance of the situation. The Knight of Wands is somebody that's really passionate, very good looking, very fun to be around, right? And I feel like you are coming into this realization that you have attracted in these types of people. They're knights, they're not kings, right? They're not there for the longevity. They're kind of in there for the fun of having a romantic connection for some time, right? And then whisking away and going their own way. You could have even kind of been in that type of energy. What you're understanding is that, you know, being in that type of energy does not attract in this loyal heart. The other thing is that when these, you know, characters came in onto your path, what you may have done is quickly jumped on to, you know, the back of their horse, rode off into the sunset, you know, had some fun with them. But then what you were also doing was giving up those things that were really important to you. So it's kind of like this energy of ping-ponging, you know, kind of like, okay, I'm either like super independent or I'm all in a relationship, understanding that you need a little bit of balance between the two of them. So let's take a look at your area of resistance, your obstacle, which you will be getting over this next, you know, 4 or 5 weeks. New beginning, Ace of Wands, you know, stepping into this energy of, okay, wait a minute, I see relationships in a different way. I understand now what has been kind of like holding me back from stepping into my highest self as far as romantic connections are concerned. You know, taking a look at your behaviors, your habits, your, you know, the way that you would react perhaps when these people came in. You're taking a look at it, how it perhaps attracted in toxic people that aren't really committed, right? These are not committed. So it's kind of like, if you want a committed relationship, you have to step into the energy of also being somebody that is committed to a relationship, right? So it's okay. It's almost like you're taking this time to reassess why you're attracting this in, and then recognizing, okay, I also have this energy. If this is what I want, then I stay the way I am. If this is not what I want, then what do I have to let go of in order to step into what I truly want? And that's what you're doing. You're taking a look, you know, it's kind of reassessing. Okay, what did I lose out by giving my time and energy to these types of people, right? What did I lose out? Some of you could be sitting there and say, I lost a lot of time, right? Some of you could be saying, well, I kind of lost a sense of myself when I had these type of people in my life. But Spirit wants you to know there is no such thing as wasted time or energy. You may feel like, oh, I wasted so much time and energy on these types of people. No, you didn't, because these types of people were on your path in order to help you to step into the highest, best version of yourself, of who you are wanting to become. And I feel like that's what you're stepping into, is this energy of, oh, wait a minute, this is who I am. You know, these people may have come in and told you that you were a certain way, and you may have actually believed them for that time being, right? Now you're stepping into speaking your truth, of knowing who you are, who you want to be, right? And the type of romantic connection that will help you to be the highest version of yourself. You're recognizing these people were not helping me to be the highest version of myself. So now I'm stepping into speaking my truth about what it is I want to attract in. Somebody that is an equal, right? Somebody that sees me for who I am, and yet at the same time allows me to be the independent soul that I am. So I love this, you know, kind of balancing, a sense of balancing things out. 10 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I love this. Because, you know, with the Five of Pentacles here, what you're understanding is that these characters, they may have made you feel really good, 10 of Cups, they may have made you feel really good about yourself for a short time. But then when they left, okay, you fell back into this energy, you know, not feeling worthy of true love, or not feeling like, you know, feeling a little bit rejected, abandoned. So when they were around, you felt good, right? When they left, you felt bad. And what you're understanding is, okay, I'm allowing some external person or situation to kind of give me feedback or validation on who I am and who I want to be. Now you're stepping into, after having those types of energies, you're stepping into the truth of who you really are. And you're kind of like, okay, I am not who I am with or what these people have said, right? You're seeing your own truth in your love and light, and allowing yourself to, you know, it's not these people, okay? Were definitely on your path. Don't feel bad about this, right? They were on your path to help you to open up to who you are. Sometimes it's easier to see who we're not, right? And I feel like these people were on your path to help you to realize who you're not. It's almost like you may have thought at one time you were that, and you're not. And so now you're stepping into your truth. And when you do, right, I love the Queen of Pentacles, somebody that is responsible, reliable, loving, nurturing, takes good care of herself, takes good care of her home, cares about the people in her life. These were characters that didn't really, okay, see you as a Queen of Pentacles. Right? They kind of saw you maybe as a Queen of Wands. You know, they came in, they wanted you for some time, and then they went on to the next, you know. Now you're understanding, no, wait a minute, I'm a Queen of Pentacles. What I really and truly want is my King of Pentacles. What I really and truly want is a new beginning. Somebody that isn't a knight, here today, gone tomorrow. What I really want is a king. And I love this because, you know, until we step into that realization of who we are and what we really and truly want in our life, we can't attract it in. Now, I think you're stepping into that energy of knowing what it is that you truly want to attract. Okay, so let's pull some romance angel cards for you, and then we're going to pull a lover's oracle card. Wow. Okay, they're trying to talk. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, retreat, children, and then forgiving and learning. You know, I feel like some of this is because of what you have experienced perhaps as a child, looking on to other relationships. You know, it's this is interesting. This is not going to speak for every one of you, but it's almost like you could have watched some type of a show, like a sitcom or something, when you were a child, and it kind of gave you a distorted version of what you thought love really was. And so now you're stepping into like the adult version of what love truly is. So it could have been that, you know, maybe when you were a teenager, you watched some type of show where people were dating a lot of different people, or, you know, there was kind of like a lot of like casual dating, you know, there was nothing, no substance to the relationships. You could have for a long time kind of thought that that was what relationships were really about. You were attracting in that type of energy. And now what you're recognizing is, okay, that was on TV. That's not real, right? I'm in the real world. I'm the Queen of Pentacles. I work on my career. I have a nice home. I work on my finances. You know, I take good care of myself. What was on TV was fantasy, and now I'm living in the real world. And so I really like that because you're kind of retreating. It's almost like you're reassessing what you may have seen in the movies or on TV and understanding that's not reality, right? And now you're kind of forgiving, you're learning, you're forgiving. It's kind of like forgiving yourself, right? It's really stepping into that energy of forgiving yourself for kind of, you know, I want to say it's a little bit like falling for, you know, the fantasy that TV or the movies may have played in your romantic connections. But it's a lovely, lovely energy because you're all grown up. You definitely are all grown up now. Okay, so Sag, let's pull a Lover's Oracle card for you. And I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Okay, so we got 2 cards. So this one, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. Yeah. So, you know, it's kind of like when you were watching TV, right? That's all in the mind. It's kind of like the mind was playing games with you, you know? Now you're all grown up. It's kind of like your grown up Christmas wish, you know? You're stepping into this energy of living from your heart, of living in what is good for you. You know, freedom is yours. It's kind of like freedom from what you may have grown up thinking love is really all about, and stepping into this energy of knowing what it is that you truly want in a relationship. And the other one is only time will tell. Yeah, you know, this is about divine timing. Knowing that when you step into the energy of doing those things that are best for you and knowing your truth of what is best for you, then the divine will bring in your divine counterpart. Really lovely energy. All right, well, I'm going to leave it there. I do wish you so much love and light, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.